if you're still standing, that will be a great opportunity to buy. That's how you get rich. I have discovered this new thing called the stock market. It's wonderful. You can make money, and it's easy. Ha! It's not that easy.
우리 주식초등학교에서 이분을 모실 거라고는 꿈에도 생각을 못했는데 세계 3대 투자자 분 중에 한 분이신데 진 로저스 우리 회장님 오늘 이 자리에 나와 계십니다. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
먼저 바쁘신 가운데 출연해 주셔서 너무 고맙고요. 먼저 간단한 인사와 함께 이번 한국방문 목적에 대해서 좀 설명 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Mr. Kim, first of all, I'm very keen on Korea now. It's probably my favorite country now. I even wore my I love Korea and I love money today. So just
you.
for you. I am here because there was a conference in the East, a peace conference that I spoke because I like Korea and I like the future of Korea. And I like money today.
워낙 한국을 사랑하시는 분이시라서 또 오셔가지고 또 직접적으로 저희 주식초등학교인데 머니투데이를 또 아시네요. 너무 감사드리고 사실 제가 이게 좀 텐션이 굉장히 좀 이 코너를 할 때는 좋은 편인데 회장님 뵈니까는 텐션이 살짝 좀 떨어지는 느낌이 들고 바짝 올려서 한번 해보겠습니다. 저희가 이제 주식초등학교라고 해서 좀 줄이니 학생들을 상대로 하는 코너다 보니까 질문이 아마 회장님 생각하기보다는 낮은 수준의 질문일 수 있을 거예요. 그거 감안하셔가지고 제가 질문을 좀 드려보겠습니다. 이번에 한국에 오셔가지고 대통령 선거가 눈앞에 있는데 대선 후보들을 좀 차례로 만나셨어요. 그분들의 어떤 자본시장에 대한 이해 등등해서 어떤 느낌을 받으셨는지 궁금합니다.
I have met two of the candidates. They were both knowledgeable men. I didn't meet the woman, but both of the two that I met were knowledgeable, sincere. They seemed sincere to me, and they seem to care about the future of Korea. I meet a lot of politicians. Some of them are not so sincere or knowledgeable, but these two were both knowledgeable, and they seem to want to do things for Korea. I don't know who will win, and I certainly cannot and will not endorse anyone, but I hope that the reason I met them is because I would like to contribute to making Korea better, and let's hope that in the future Korea is even better than it is now.
보통 경제가 정치에 영향을 많이 받는 이제 분야이기도 한데 여야를 떠나서 한국 정치인들이 경제 발전을 위해 노력해야 될 부분들이 어떤 것들이 있는지 회장님 의견 한번 좀 듣고 싶습니다.
Well, as I said, I cannot endorse anyone, but the most exciting thing for Korea would be if you can open the 38th parallel. If you can open the 38th parallel, Korea will be extremely exciting in the future. First of all, South Korea spends huge amounts of money on defense. North Korea spends huge amounts of money on defense. Can you imagine how wonderful it would be? You had all that money that you could spend on highways, discos, factories, many things, and every person alive in Korea today is worried about getting killed. You don't have to worry about getting killed anymore. This could be the most exciting country in the world if you open the 38th parallel. You know, Korea is still a very regulated and protected market. You need to open your markets more. For instance, I invest in the stock market. Korean stock market is one of the hardest stock markets in the world to invest in because there's so many controls and regulations in all parts of the Korean economy and society. That needs to change.
남북 관계에 대해서 상당히 관심도 많으시고 또 투자에 대해서도 많은 얘기를 해주셨었는데 남북 관계가 굉장히 좋은 흐름을 가지고 오다가 최근 들어서 좀 안 좋은 분위기로 좀 바뀌기도 하고 북한이 또 미사일을 또 쏘기도 하고 지금 이런 상황인데 향후에도 남북 관계는 정상적인 흐름을 가져갈 것이라고 회장님께서는 생각을 하시는지 또 여전히 투자의 매력이 있는 곳이라고 생각하시는지 궁금합니다.
Well, I think Korea, I know Korea is a good place to invest once you open the 38th parallel. It's not open yet. Mr. Moon wanted to change things, but the American Army said no. The problem is the American Army does not want to leave because this is the only place that America can keep troops on the Chinese and Russian borders. And they won't leave. Mr. Trump couldn't get them to leave. I'm an American. I don't like saying this, but because I'm paying taxes to keep them here. If you get rid of the American Army, I imagine Mr. Kim would change, you would change, everybody would change, and we would have a very, very good party. And great prosperity for everybody, and people don't have to worry about getting killed.
아무래도 이제 그런 부분들이 있겠죠. 계속 열려야 되는데 남북 관계가 항상 이제 답보 상태에 있다 보니까 그래도 여전히 그 회장님께서는 남북 관계라든가 아니면 한국 시장에 대한 매력은 여전히 좋게 보시는 것 같고 최근 국제 정세 하나 좀 짚어보면요. 러시아의 우크라이나 지금 침공이 좀 많이 이슈가 되고 있어요. 세계 증시가 그것 때문에 많이 흔들리고 있기도 한데 이 상황이 지속되면서 이제 급락 장세가 지속될까봐 투자자들이 좀 많이 불안해하고 있습니다. 러시아 우크라 사태가 향후 이 세계 증시 또 한국 증시에 어떤 영향을 좀 미칠 것으로 보이시는지 궁금합니다.
Well, markets did go down because markets don't like war. Very few investors want war. My main reaction is that there doesn't seem to be many people in favor of this, including in Russia. Many Russians don't like this. So I would suspect that it's going to not be too serious and it will be over soon. The American stock market actually went up last. It went down first, but then it went up. So I suspect that people are going to calm down soon. I don't know, Mr. Putin. I don't know, but I'm just telling you how I see the world reacting and markets reacting.
그렇다면 이제 전쟁이 끝난 이후에 우크라이나 같은 경우에는 역으로 투자의 기회가 올 수 있을 거라고 좀 보시는지 어떻게 생각하시나요?
In Korea, in fact, in China, Japan, Korea, you all have a word that says opportunity and crisis are the same thing. It's amazing. We don't have that word in English. You've been around longer than we have, so you know. So when there's a crisis, there's always an opportunity as well. I think the word in Chinese is weiji. Japanese, I think it's kiki. And I forget the word in Korean. It's the same symbol for everybody. So yes, this is usually an opportunity. I would suspect that central banks will now loosen up again because of the problems. So the markets will rally. We'll have a very strong rally, but that's probably the last rally because inflation is coming back, which means interest rates will go higher. So maybe one more rally and then be careful. Be worried. Watch Money Today. Money Today.
아무래도 지금 현 주식시장 자체가 글로벌 금융위기 이후에 가장 큰 위기라고 보는 사람들도 많이 있습니다. 팬데믹이라든가 인플레이션이라든가 여러 가지가 있는데 우리 로저스 회장님께서는 닉슨 쇼크, 블랙 먼데이, 리먼 브라더스 사태 이런 수많은 금융위기를 다 경험을 하셨는데 경기 침체 한가운데서도 이렇게 투자를 통해 큰 이익을 얻은 것으로 유명한 분으로서 다음 투자적기 시점은 좀 언제라고 보십니까?
Well, Mr. Kim, I would expect now is probably a time it's okay to invest because there'll be one more rally. But that will be near the end. So there will not be a great opportunity. When we have a bear market again, when we have an economic problem again, it's going to be the worst in my lifetime. In 2008 and 9, we had a big problem because there was debt, too much debt everywhere. Mr. Kim, since then, the debt all over the world is skyrocketed. So the next time we have a problem, it's going to be very, very bad. But that will be a great opportunity after a year or two or three when the markets collapse. If you're still standing, that will be a great opportunity to buy.
주식 투자하는 분들이 참 새겨 들어야 될 말씀인 것 같아요. 지금 우리 투자자들이 준비를 해야 되는 것들은 과연 뭐가 있을지.
Investors should only invest in what they themselves know a lot about. If you want to be successful, you don't listen to me, maybe you, but you don't listen to the internet or television or newspapers. You stay with what you know. I can tell you what I'm doing, but I'm buying commodities more than stocks now, and certainly more than bonds. But if you don't know what commodities are, do not invest in commodities. I actually think that silver is going to be great in the future. But if you don't know what silver is, please do not buy silver. but I'm waiting to buy more silver. I'm waiting to buy more agricultural commodities, much more than stocks. Most stocks around the world are very, very high. Commodities are not very, very high. Silver is down 60% from its all-time high. That's the kind of opportunity I'm looking for. If I find stocks, yes. And if your viewers find stocks that they know about, yes. But please, if you want to be successful, do not listen to people like me or you or anyone. Just stay with what you know. Everybody watching this knows a lot about something, whether it's cars or fashion or something. That's how you get rich. You don't get rich listening to hot tips. You get rich investing in what you know a lot about.
진리에 가까운 말씀이신데 그걸 못 지키니까 이제 주리들이 나오고 하는 것 같은데요. 현재 지금 코로나 시대 이후에 투자 열풍이 지금 불고 있습니다. 주식, 부동산, 적금 뭐 이 다양한 투자처가 너무 많다 보니까 주린이들이 뭐에 투자해야 될지를 헷갈려하는 경우가 좀 있어요. 회장님께서 생각하시는 이상적인 투자 포트폴리오라는 게 뭐가 좀 있을까요?
Well, you said a very interesting thing. There are a lot of new investors coming in. I've seen this movie before. Always throughout history, you have a long market, bull market, and then new investors, they call their friends and say, I have discovered this new thing called the stock market. It's wonderful. You can make money, and it's easy. It's easy to make money. That's always a very, very bad sign. It's happened many times in the last few hundred years. I will tell you, I am investing in commodities. If I can find interesting stocks, I will invest. I'd rather invest in Russia or China. These markets are down. America's hot, so I prefer Russia or China or something now. But please do not invest unless you know what you're doing. All the new people think it's very easy. They all say, I could have bought Apple. I could have bought Samsung. Ha! It's not that easy. It looks easy, but this is not an easy way to make money unless you do a lot of work. So I will tell all the new investors and the old investors, stay with what you know and be careful, because this is not easy.